Marab he's not human. We've already established this, bro. This guy's pace and his cardio is #1 in all of UFC, bro.
God bless America, let's go.
Oh, we'll see. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. We're gonna have to go back in the war room. Like, shut the fuck up, Dana. Shut the fuck up, dude. And give this man his fucking title shot, bro. Stop playing games, man. Yo, what's good, family? What's good, gang? Welcome back to the channel if you're not a new subscriber, and welcome to the motherfucking channel if you is a new subscriber, man. MMA boys, stand up, man. We got another fucking banger for y'all, bro. This is a bedtime video. Bedtime crew, what's this nigga's name? Whatever, bedtime. Oh no, this is his channel. I like his videos, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, for UFC MMA, bro, like, definitely go check his shit out. Like, his shit funny. I like reacting to it because, like, we can actually talk about it. I can break it down and let y'all know if I agree or disagree. We already did one video before. I feel like y'all fuck with that. And this one, the real #1 contenders of every division. This one should be interesting. I like that. So that's what I'm reacting to, and I'll let you know if I agree or disagree. Y'all can let me know in the comment section if y'all agree or disagree. And like I always say, this is a viewers channel, so this is all about y'all. Do not hesitate. Do not be shy. Go in the comment section. Let me know what other kind of videos y'all want to see me do, react to. We're diverse here. We react to everything. We talk about whatever. It don't fucking matter, bro. You obviously won't come for the content, but you're gonna stay for the good energy and good vibration. Whether, because like, I just try to bring like awareness, but at the, like, most importantly, we just crack the fuck up, laugh, like, just try to make sure everybody have a good ass day and just a good ass time watching my videos, bro. And also, do not forget to subscribe, join the family, bro. You will not regret it. But besides that, let's get into the motherfucking video.
Bedtime crew, hey man, listen, today I'm here to talk about the real #1 contender in every UFC division. Some obvious choices, some controversial takes, but today I figure after UFC Mexico, where we crowned two big title elimination bout winners, it's a good time to talk about who I believe genuinely deserves the next title shot in every division, regardless of what's already been made.
Real quick though. Also, he is right. UFC Mexico was last night. That shit was. I did not watch most of the card, but like one specific fight. I'm only gonna talk about one specific fight from that card, bro. I'm gonna break that down so beautifully. The Yair versus Ortega fight, man. That was such a beautiful fight, bro. You could not have written that like fight better. Like, in Hollywood, my nigga. Like, that script was like. The script was so beautiful for this nigga Ortega, bro. The adversity this man went through, all that stuff. Like, I'm gonna break that shit down for another video. Probably upload that shit today too. We'll see though.
Politics of the UFC. This is no bullshit. Who deserves it most next? All right, dude. Let's get into this straight away. Heavyweight division, very obvious choice. What would it take for me to get a title shot against Jon Jones? I'd love to fight him. If I have to fight Blagoy Ivanov, I will. But I want to fight Jon
Blagoy?
Why is Tom Aspinall not getting a fucking title shot, dude? Please tell me. I'd love to fucking know. And you guys know me, man. You know I'm part of the Stipe Miocic army, you know. I'm one of his only translators walking the earth. I'm probably one of the only people that's seen him fight currently on MMA YouTube. But listen, dude, Stipe Miocic is a legend. He's a great fighter. I'd love to fight him. But he should be fighting Volkov next. He should be fighting Blades or Almeida next. And Tom Aspinall should be fighting for the heavyweight title. I feel like this is a really no-brainer decision. Take it to the UK, do a pay-per-view there, have Jon Jones versus Tom Aspinall in a stadium for Jones's retirement fight. I really don't understand the fucking hold-up on this. Like I said, some of these are very obvious. That is the choice for heavyweight. Nobody else is there. Let's move on.
All right. I'm going to break it down after he's done talking and then he moves on. So, yeah, heavyweight is really simple, bro. Like, if you say anybody else, you done lost your fucking mind, bro. This guy, Tom Aspinall versus Jon Jones, if Jon Jones didn't get hurt, that should have main evented UFC 300, bro. Like, obviously, we couldn't get Jon Jones versus Francis Ngannou like a lot of people would have loved because Francis This nigga want to do his own shit. This guy wants to fucking be a boxer, fuck ass nigga. But we're not gonna talk about Francis. Yeah, but Tom Aspinall, the most deserving fighter right now, like out of any contender, out of any division, to get the title shot, and it's not even fucking close, bro. John Jones versus Tom Aspinall would be fucking fireworks. And this nigga John Jones, he's basically talking about, oh, like, he only wants to fight Stipe Miocic because it's a legacy fight. He was saying he was gonna fight one more time. He was gonna defend the belt against Stipe and then beat Stipe and then ride off into the sunset and retire. Bro, everybody knows you're gonna beat the dog shit out of Stipe. Like, that's not even, or like, I get it, like Stipe's a Hall of Famer, legacy fight, whatever, but like that's not Stipe at his best. That's not Stipe in his prime. Stipe is like, he's pretty washed right now, bro. Like, come on, let's be real here. Tom Aspinall versus John Jones, maybe this guy thinks this John Jones thinks that there's not that many like contenders at heavyweight, but this isn't heavyweight of old. The new heavyweight actually has contenders. Tom Aspinall is #1, and then Cyril Gane, like, we're not really gonna talk about him, bro. Like, he had his chance, multiple moments, he fucked up. Me personally, Jonathan Almeida, bro. If y'all don't really know UFC like that, MMA, pay attention. Jonathan Almeida, like that, stylistically, that matchup versus him and John Jones would be beautiful because they both grapple, they both wrestle, and Jonathan Almeida is like, he's not your average heavyweight. This nigga is ripped, he's big as fuck, and he be ragdolling everybody at heavyweight like it's no issue, bro. So that's just how I feel. But Tom Aspinall, clear cut, definitely deserves it. On to the next.
The light heavyweight division. Now, this is one that's a little bit more unclear because we have some fights that have yet to be decided, right? Obviously, Yuri Prohaska. I am very excited for my fight with Rakic. I've been sleeping in the woods for 4 days straight. I'm very excited. Obviously, we've got my boy Yuri Prohaska versus Alexander Rakic, the king of the unanimous walk-off decision. Obviously, the winner of that has big title implications, but to be honest, maybe controversial. The winner of that, I wouldn't even give him a title shot, dude. If Yuri Prohaska wins and Alex Pereira is still the champion, I think don't rebook that fight. If Jamal Hill wins and Yuri wins, okay, probably do that fight. If Rakic wins, which I low-key think is going to happen, then I think the next title fight should be Jamal Hill and Magomed Ankalaev. I think the statistical light heavyweight GOAT needs to defend against the guy that basically is the uncrowned champion of the division, at least has a case to be made that he is the uncrowned champion. You know, Jamal Hill only got the title because Magomed Ankalaev did not beat Jan Blachowicz. Let's be fucking real here, dude. So with all of that in mind, I think it's pretty fair to say that Magomed Ankalaev has earned a title shot. He is on like a 10 or 12 fight unbeaten streak. Obviously, there's a draw in there and a no contest, but he hasn't lost in that time. And yeah, I really find it hard to make a case for Yuri versus Alex too. Obviously, Yuri versus Jamal Hill is a fight we all want to see. I could see the UFC doing that if Yuri wins, but honestly speaking, if I had to say right now who I think is going to be the next title challenger, who I think deserves it the most out of anybody, it has to be Magomed Ankalaev. He's the pick at light heavyweight. I mean, come on, dude. It's either him or it's fucking Khalil Roundtree, dude. Or Anthony Smith on paper, you know what I'm saying, dude?
Shut up.
Let's move on.
Khalil Roundtree, I understand, but this nigga say Anthony Smith. I hope he's trolling. I feel like he was trolling, bro. Don't ever. Anthony Smith should not be fighting ever again, bro. That nigga is a fucking bum. He's a fucking bum. But alright, let me break it down. I would say, because obviously Alex Pereira is fighting Jamal Hill at UFC 300. That makes sense, obviously. But for the next one, the next contender though, I would say without a shot of a doubt, I mean, it's kind of a toss-up. I wouldn't mind either of these guys, Yuri Prohaska or Magomed Ankalaev. First things first, Magomed Ankalaev, bro, is the actual champ. The way the UFC did this nigga, this is why you do not leave it into the judges, bro. No matter what, you have to try. And it's not even your fault. Like, let's say you do everything right, you definitely, like, it's an obvious, like, decision in your favor, right? Which it was. If you watch that Jan Blachowicz and Magomed title fight, bro, Magomed Ankalaev beat the dog shit out this nigga. That shit was not fucking close. I don't understand how the fuck these judges said that shit was split, or it was a fucking tie. That shit was, I feel like Dana has something to do with that, bro. Like, maybe because they don't want Magomed to be a champ because they can't really market it. Like, he's not marketable or something. I don't know. I don't give a fuck about the politics. But I know Magomed Ankalaev is the actual champ. And also, Jamal Hill got the championship afterwards, and he did not really technically lose it because he got injured too. So you could make a case for either one of them. So I get it if Jamal gets the chance first before Magomed, but it would either, like I said, I don't care if it's Magomed or Yuri. I would not mind. They're both entertaining fighters, like really, really entertaining. like beautiful. Like all of them, if I would not, I would watch them fight. Like if you made a loop of Magomed, Jamal, Prohajka, Pereira, all of them just like fought each other, like just kept on doing that, I would watch that shit. I would keep watching that shit. Those fights will be bangers. Alexander Rakic might be one of the, actually it's not even like, I was gonna say the most boring fighter, but I feel like there might be some other ones. Alexander Rakic, this guy is so fucking annoying. He's so smug. He's just so arrogant, but he always fights to the decision. He's such a fucking boring fighter, bro. Nigga does not do nothing crazy. Like, I hate that nigga so much. But that's besides the point. But yeah, I would say, I get it, Jamal's getting his shit, his chance, whatever. But I would, personally, I would want to see Magomed get it because they did how the UFC did him so dirty before Yuri. And Yuri already just fought Alex for that shit, and he lost that, even though that was kind of controversial. Like, I don't feel like he was really finished. He was like fighting back. He was holding on to the leg, but that's besides the point. So that's just how I feel about it. Y'all can let me know if y'all feel the same way too.
Here's the fucking thing about the middleweight division, you guys, right? Dude, you got Dricus as the fucking champion, dude. He's a fucking savage, you guys. He's a big, scary fucking gay dude, you guys. It's pretty tricky at middleweight because what I think is going to happen versus what I think, you know, in a completely fair world, who deserves the next title shot, they're two very different things, right? In a fair world, Anthony Hernandez is getting that title shot next, but obviously we know Izzy's probably going to get the next title shot.
That's it, Anthony
All
Hernandez.
jokes aside, the rightful number one contender, whether you like it, whether you don't like it, Jared Cannonier, dude, okay? It is Jared Cannonier. He is the number one contender. He has a win over Sean Strickland. He's on a good winning streak. He just mogged Marvin Vettori. You know, barge mode, orc mode Vettori just got mogged by Jared Cannonier. And honestly, he is a very dangerous matchup for Dricus du Plessis as well. He is on a good run. He is an old man at middleweight, but that's almost what makes him so dangerous, is that somehow he has the best cardio at middleweight, crazy power, good frame, decent defensive grappling now as well. I really think Jared Cannonier is a dangerous matchup for Dricus du Plessis. And like I said, this is about who deserves it the most. I think Jared Cannonier does deserve it the most in terms of their case on paper. Sean Strickland's coming off a very close fight with Dricus. It's pretty hard to sell an immediate rematch for a champion that got the title on short notice, didn't get to defend the belt, like doesn't have a title defense to go, listen, dude, he's a good champion, let's do a rematch. Izzy got his fucking ass whooped by Sean Strickland, and then I went to CKB and I took him down 3 times as well, you know, dude. So Izzy really doesn't have a case. Robert Whittaker doesn't have a case. All signs basically tell me this, dude. The Cannonier title run starts now. It's either Jared Cannonier or it's fucking Anthony Hernandez next, man. Make your choice, Dana White. This is the real number one contender. Let's talk about another...
Bro said Anthony Hernandez. Oh, that thing is so funny, bro. But hey, I actually agree. I'm not gonna lie. Like, to most people, middleweight might be like a little bit confusing, but it's really not. Jared Cannonier has not fought Dricus du Plessis. Robert Whittaker already got his ass beat by Dricus du Plessis, even though he just beat Paulo Costa. And I'm pretty, like, I feel like Whittaker's, like, kind of washed, bro. Like, don't take that Paulo Costa fight seriously. Costa, not really an active fighter, and he's really stupid. He could have won that fight if he had a fucking brain, but doesn't have a brain. And, yeah, like, it's pretty simple. And also, Izzy, like, with all that time off, like, you probably don't want to just, like, rush back into a title fight. Even though, like, the marketing and everything will be perfect for that fight, like, it will make a lot of sense. But he probably should fight I think 1 or 2 people before he tries to go back for the fight. Like everybody wants to see Izzy fight, like, Khamzat. Stylistically, that'd be interesting for both of them. And also, I mean, probably favor Khamzat because he wrestles and he could probably just take his ass down. But Khamzat has fucking gas tank issues. This nigga cannot last past like fucking the first round or the second round type shit. So yeah, Jared Cannonier, bro. We're gonna keep this one short, simple. I would watch this fight too. Like I know Cannonier's old as fuck right now too, but it's his last chance. And yeah, he's coming off a very impressive win. He set, like, I'm pretty sure he set a record against Marvin Vettori for strikes landed. I think significant strikes landed. It was a really good fight for him. He was crisp. And if you fought anybody else, bro, that motherfucker would have been out early because he hits really hard. But Marvin Vettori, top 5 chin in the UFC. Everybody knows that.
Very obvious one here in the welterweight division. Bro, you've asked me to fight Bilal 9 fucking times, bro. I don't want to fight the guy, bro. Like, honestly, bro, 100%, I'd rather fight somebody else, bro. He's definitely the most boring fight in the UFC. Leon Mumblemouth Scott, bro. I'm fucking sick of this dude shit, all right? Mario Rios, you're included in this as well, you little pipsqueak. Bilal Muhammad's title shot. It's not a matter of if. It's a matter of when. Give this man the fucking title shot, dude. I'm so sick of it, bro. it's getting ridiculous. I'm seeing Ariel Helwani.
It really is.
Laughing at Bilal Muhammad trying to get a title shot. They know the truth, bro. The reason that this has been prolonged is because they know what's going to happen to Leon Edwards when Bilal Muhammad gets his hands on him, dude. Bilal Muhammad's going to unleash a brutal 48-47 split decision on this man. And, you know, the UFC is just not ready for him to get on the mic and be like, I dominated Leon everywhere. I dominated Leon in the striking and the grappling and the wrestling. You know, I'm the best welterweight on the planet. You know, my resume is better than Prime GSP at this point, you know. And my next fight, I want to fight Colby, I want to fight Shavkat. I don't care who's next. Dude, give this man a fucking title shot, bro. I'm fucking sick of it, dude. I'm fucking sick of it, bro. Every one of you, like my last video, every one of you glazes Gilbert Burns. Bilal Muhammad 50-45'd him, dude. Everyone was glazing Sean Brady. Bilal Muhammad finished him, dude. I'm sick of it. He doesn't have to do anything else. He doesn't have to fight Shavkat. He deserves a title shot. Make Leon Edwards vs. Bilal Muhammad right now, Dana White, or I'm going to touch you, bro. Okay? This is your last and final warning, dude. I know that means the same thing, but I'm fucking pissed, dude. I want Bilal Muhammad versus Leon Edwards now, dude. This is the fight to make. He deserves it so much. It's not even funny, man. And shame on Leon Edwards as well for making fun of him when he was literally in that exact spot with worse wins. And
literally,
real ones know I'm spitting facts.
Literally, he is.
Let's move on.
He is spitting facts, bro. Like I said, this ain't for your casual fan. This is if you're a real MMA fan like me or my man's right here, bro. And I said Tom Aspinall earlier is the most deserving. I almost forgot. I gotta take that shit back, bro. Tom Aspinall might be the. It's actually laughable. It's really laughable at this point how disrespectful like the UFC and Dana White especially has been towards fucking Bilal Muhammad, bro. Like fuck, like I just hate the fucking politics of the UFC and how stupid this shit is sometimes, bro. It's all about how you can market a fight. You sell people we want people who sell fights, bro. Not like no, bro. It should be based off who actually deserves it, bro. Like stop being such a disgraceful fucking promotion, bro. Like it's so this guy Bilal Muhammad, literally, bro, has done more than enough to deserve a fucking title shot. He finished Sean Brady, who was undefeated. He beat Gilbert Burns 50-45, and people want to say his arm was broken, blah, 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 all that kind of shit. Whatever, bro. It don't matter. He's on I'm pretty sure he's tied for either first or second in win streak at welterweight. His resume is crisp. It's beautiful, bro. People, like, the fan base, like, casual fans probably would not want to watch that fight or whatever. They're like, oh, who's Bilal Muhammad? Nobody really knows this. But I don't give a fuck. I don't really give a fuck if y'all don't know who this man is or not. He's done more than enough, and he's right, bro. Like that fight is really stylistically is a horrible matchup for Leon Edwards. That's probably why he probably don't want to fight him. He might say like, oh yeah, he might agree to the fight, but I don't think he would really want to fight him. Even though I'm gonna give Leon like I'll break that shit down if it ever like happens, which it definitely should. But stylistically, like I was saying, oh Leon. He's gotten better as a grappler wrestler. Like you saw in that Kobe fight, he was like stuffing a lot of takedowns. Like he's really improved. That same shit with when he fought Kamaru. Like Kamaru wasn't really taking him down either. So I'm gonna give him credit. Like it might not be as easy as it is for Bilal, but still, bro, Bilal literally deserves the fucking title shot, bro. Y'all gave Kobe Covington fucking 2 title shots he didn't fucking deserve, bro. After beating Jorge Masvidal and fucking Tyron Woodley, who are not even in the UFC and they're both washed. Like be fucking for real, bro. Like come on, this shit crazy. It's so disrespectful. After every fight, like, they be asking, like, oh, Dana, like, so is Bilal getting the title shot? This guy's like, oh, we'll see. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. We're gonna have to go back in the war room. Like, shut the fuck up, Dana. Shut the fuck up, dude. And give this man his fucking title shot, bro. Stop playing games, man. It should have been announced a long time ago. And, like, if I'm Bilal, I feel so bad for him because, like, it's really nothing this man can do how the fucking business runs. They'll probably tell this nigga, like, kick rocks. He can go to another promotion or some shit if he tries to complain. Like, this man be at every fight, like, he be, like, oh, my God. I could make a whole Bilal rant video, bro, but I'm not going to do that to y'all, man.
The lightweight division, who is next? Obviously, I could be a little bit biased here and say myself, Charles Oliveira, and that's probably what I'm going to say. The winner of Charles versus Arman, which right now I have a feeling it's going to be Arman Saruki, and I know people are mad about that. I'm sorry. I know you're mad. But listen, dude, the winner of that fight, you have to give them the title shot. And I would rather it be Arman Sarukian simply because I think he has a better chance against Islam. I know that people don't want to hear that. I know people don't like that, but real ones probably agree with me, dude. Charles Oliveira just had nothing for Islam when they fought, dude. There's nothing in that fight that makes me go, you know what? Charles can win a rematch, right? Volk versus Islam, I thought, you know what, there's a chance here he could pull this off. Obviously, on the short notice, I didn't pick Volk. I knew Islam would beat him. But you know what I'm saying? There was flashes in that first fight that you go, you know what, with a full camp, I think Volk could beat him. I think Volk could make some adjustments. That Islam and Charles fight, there was just nothing that made me go, oh, you know what, if Charles fucking capitalizes on that.
Nothing.
You know what I'm saying? There was nothing like that. Whereas I feel like Arman versus Islam was so long ago that we've seen so many improvements in both of them that it's a completely different fight at this point. And Arman looked really good when he beat Dariush, man. So I do think that the winner of that has a better case for the title shot. Gaethje being 35 now, I feel like it's kind of a lost cause. I think if they were going to do it, they should have done it already. Because that was the best time to do it. Right after the Poirier fight, if they had gone straight into Gaethje versus Islam in Abu Dhabi, I think that would have been a better fight. But because Gaethje's 35, I don't think he has a chance against Islam now. I'd love to see Arman versus Islam too. Or obviously Charles versus Islam too would be good, but probably not as hype, not as intriguing in my opinion. But yeah, the winner of that fight obviously is the number one contender. If it's a draw, Scamrot season, baby. Give Gamrot that fucking title shot, boys. It's time, okay?
Gamrot is crazy.
Let's move on to the Fed.
All right, this was pretty simple too. I'm gonna break this one down. There's only two people I want to see Islam fight. Obviously, if y'all know me, y'all know Islam is my favorite fighter, the Muslim background, and Khabib. You know the lineage, bro. Like it's family, it's blood, really. Khabib got me into this shit, and it's just gonna keep going on, bro. Like Islam took the torch, whatever. But that's besides the point. The two people that I want to see Islam fight next. One, so the Charles Oliveira versus Arman fight. I'm gonna give y'all a little insight on Arman. Arman, I feel like definitely can beat the shit out of Charles. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Like even though Charles is super super dangerous and he also has a legit case to win that fight too. That last fight we saw Arman versus Beneil, we saw something new we've never seen in Arman before. When you watch an Arman Sarukian fight, you know what he's gonna do. He's a grappler and he's just trying to wrestle and take you down to the mat and ground and pound and just smash your face and beat the shit out of you that way. This nigga landed one of the most beautiful, that fight was over within the snap of a finger. Quick. One of the most beautiful shots I've ever seen. And when you look at him, you would think bro, you strong as hell. You big as fuck for the division. You could definitely knock some people out, but he's never wanted to stand. He never used to be standing and exchanging with people. And one just big hook or whatever that shot was, got Dariush out of there. And if you know Beneil Dariush, bro, this guy has a chin. He usually you saw that fight versus Dariush versus what the fuck was that guy's name? That one, I know his name too. How am I bugging right now? When Joe Rogan, that infamous reaction, oh my god! Jakar Close, that's what it was, Jakar Close. Thank God, I almost spazzed out. But yeah, y'all saw that fight. Dariush had his elite shit, and Sarukian got him the fuck out of there. So, if Sarukian can actually, if he got his striking better, I don't know, that was just one strike. The fight went on and we got to see, but I'm going to just go on a limb and say he did get his striking better. You know what I'm saying? So if his striking is better now, I'm not going to say it's going to match his wrestling, but if it's just a little bit better, just like how Islam got better at his striking, yes, he could beat Charles. And I only want to see Arman fight. If Arman wins, then yes, Arman fight Islam. But if he loses, I don't want to see Charles versus Islam again. I don't. Like he said, there was really nothing. If you watch that Islam versus Charles fight, there's literally nothing Charles has for Islam, bro. It's just too overwhelming. Charles would die because Charles is when he fights most of his people, once he gets clipped and he goes to the ground, they don't want to hop on top of him. You feel me? But Islam said, "Fuck that! I'm gonna get on top of you and I'm gonna choke you the fuck out and beat the shit out of you." So there was nothing Charles had for Islam, and he already ducked him in Abu Dhabi when the UFC gave him that last fight and he pulled out and then Volk stepped in. So yeah, that wouldn't make sense. And the other person I would like to see fight would be not Justin Gaethje, because that doesn't make sense. Justin Gaethje's old and Islam would fucking ragdoll him. But the winner, or only not the winner, the actual the winner I think is gonna if I knowing myself, Benoit Saint Denis. I know Benoit Saint Denis is gonna beat the shit out of Dustin Poirier. But Dustin Poirier is whatever. He's better than Dustin Poirier. Most people might say nah, he's don't look at the rankings, bro. The rankings be capped sometimes, man. You feel me? The Benoit Saint Denis is up next. I've already talked about it multiple times before. So either Arman or Benoit Saint Denis. It's really that simple. Hopefully Arman wins, and we don't have, like I said, we saw that Arman versus Islam fight back in the day when Arman was fresh meat. That was a close ass fight. Even though Islam won, I would like to see that again. Islam and Arman are both huge. Way big for the fucking, these niggas are stout, built like fucking tanks. But again, so Arman or Benoit Saint Denis. Really that simple.
Division. You know, man, I was actually I had to go eagle mode. I had to look myself in the mirror. You know, I had to think about my entire life, everything I've ever fucking done. I was remembering in middle school, you know, my girlfriend left me because I wasn't fast enough, and I ran so hard in this training camp, you know, and now I had to rebirth myself, and I'm back to get the fucking title shot. The featherweight title run cycle has to continue for Brian Ortega. Brian Ortega's the #1 contender, dude. This is the Brian Ortega life cycle. He takes 2 years off. He comes back, beats a top contender like he did against Yair Rodriguez, fucking melted him. And then he gets life-changing damage from the new champion. I need to see it repeated. We all know it's going to happen. Brian Ortega, I mean, he does have the best win as well out of the top contenders. I know that I made the meme of the Brian Ortega eagle maxing meme, but all jokes aside, I mean, finishing Yair Rodriguez and 10-8ing him in the second round, pretty fucking impressive compared to Movsar Evloev going life and death with Arnold Allen, you know, Max Holloway's at lightweight. There's not really anybody else that has a case to fight Ilia Topuria next. So I do think that in terms of the timeline, which is a soon, like a quick turnaround for Ilia Topuria, a fight that's going to happen soon, it has to be Brian Ortega, man. It has to be the Eagle Brian Ortega, dude. And yeah, he's the #1 contender. I'm very intrigued to see him fight Topuria. I wonder how badly Topuria is going to beat him up, but I was happy to see him win, dude. Let's be fucking real, you guys.
All right, yeah, that one. So before that Ortega fight against Yair, like I said, I'm gonna break down Yair versus Ortega beautifully in a separate video. But before that fight happened, I was saying the only person that will make sense, especially stylistically, was Movsar Evloev. I don't really care about that Arnold Allen shit. He won, and he's on a streak. Like, I don't know when the last time Movsar Evloev lost. I don't know his record. I feel like he's undefeated. I want to say he's undefeated, but he might not be. Don't quote me on that. But low key, so Ortega, that fight was really, really beautiful, right? But the issue is with that, Yair has no ground game. Ilia Topuria, like I've already told y'all, is elite everywhere. In my heart, Ilia Topuria is pound for pound #2 right behind Islam. I know I saw the pound for pound rankings and I think they have him 4 or 5 or some shit. No, that nigga is pound for pound #2, bro, in my book. And Ilia Topuria would literally fucking fuck the shit out of him. He would bend over Ortega and fuck the shit out of this nigga, bro. Let's just keep it a buck. Ortega got a chin, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's always been known to do that, and his game is pretty much, he's a submission artist. He's just really trying to get you out of there by fucking T-City, like, triangle, or fucking whatever, armbar, it don't matter. That nigga's just trying to submit your ass. Or he'll stand and bang with you if he feels like you're not really good at that. You feel me? But he got a good all-around game. I wouldn't say he's not really, he's an elite submission artist. He's probably the best in that whole division. He's probably top 5 in all of UFC. But his other games, like his striking, all that kind of stuff, it do not compare to Ilia Topuria. It do not compare at all. Ilia Topuria would mop the floor with that nigga. So I wouldn't mind seeing that fight, though. I feel like it will be entertaining, even though I know the outcome. But realistically, I would personally want to see Movsar Evloev, because stylistically, even though, like I said, I don't know anybody who's really going to beat Ilia Topuria for a very, very long time unless we get new blood, like he said, and how I already know. But Movsar Evloev, hey, maybe he could do it, bro. Maybe if he just commits to just wrestling, grappling the whole time, and shooting and shooting and shooting, and, you know, just trying to overwhelm him, maybe. But other than that, nah. Nobody else. Just those two. But I wouldn't mind either one. Personally, I would see Movsar first, but I don't really care who first. Either, as long as they both get the shot. Nobody else. Nobody else makes sense.
Move on to the bantamweight division. Again, another obvious choice here. It has to be Merab, bro. Yeah. It has to be Merab, and I'm not going to talk about why he deserves it, because we all know he does. We're all campaigning for it. I do think this is the next fight instead of Ilya. Sean O'Malley, pretty Chad move, honestly. Not a lot of people are giving him credit for this. I just want to say shout out to Sean O'Malley. He went on a video and was like, all right, you guys don't want me to fight Ilya, you want me to fight Merab? Cool, I'll fight Merab. That's the fight that the fans want to see. I'll fight Merab next. And
Ilya would take this nigga's head off.
That's a
he would decapitate
fucking move, dude. And after he beats up Flukes to Cheeto Vera, Sean O'Malley versus Merab, I do think that's an interesting matchup and maybe a controversial take. I think I've said this before in videos. I think Sean O'Malley wins that. I think Sean O'Malley chins this guy inside 2 rounds, dude. But it is an intriguing matchup for obvious reasons. There are similarities to Aljo. I just think Merab just doesn't have any actual danger. Like, there's nothing for O'Malley to really be afraid of with Merab except for getting tired.
That's really stupid to say.
But O'Malley's a pretty efficient striker. He's a pretty efficient guy. We don't really see him get to that point in fights, especially now in his career. He's pretty conservative with his energy. He's pretty smart with how he defends grappling. He doesn't go all out to try and get up. And against Aljamain Sterling, there was that immediate danger of getting submitted. And even on the feet, there's this weird danger of Aljo, like, outpointing you a little bit. Like, he outpointed Cejudo a little bit at times. right? He was landing good shots against TJ at times. So he even against Jan, he was making Jan miss and really frustrating him. Whereas Merab, I just don't think he's as good technically as Aljamain Sterling. And I think against O'Malley, he's going to be too
better.
small. He's going to get shocked off trying to take him down. He's going to get fucking chinned at some point. And I think O'Malley KOs him. But he does deserve the title shot. And I want to see the Merab via storyline continue. I would love to see people just rage the fuck out at Merab being the champion, dude. I want to see Guru just get on a video and just be like, yeah, good shit, dude. Yeah, the sport's fucking dead. You stupid little fucking goblin. So maybe I do want to see Merab win the belt. But he's the #1 contender.
Alright, that way, he's not like, that would be funny as fuck. MMA Guru fucking hates Merab Dvalishvili, bro. He hates that nigga with a passion. I don't know where the beef came from. I really don't. It's funny as hell to see anytime he, like, Merab wins or whatever, like, something good happens to Merab, he just starts to rage, bro. That's besides the point. It's obvious. Obviously, it's Merab. He like, Cheeto definitely don't deserve it, but I get the storyline, whatever. But yeah, Merab. And people might think that Sean O'Malley gonna win that fight, but to be honest, I have a strong, and like I told y'all before, bro, when I have a strong feeling, I usually go with that motherfucking feeling, and I'm usually right. Merab, I don't know if this is really going out on a limb or not saying this, but I feel like Merab would win that fight, and I don't think it will be really hard for him. Merab he's not human. We've already established this, bro. This guy's pace and his cardio is #1 in all of UFC, bro.
God bless America, let's go.
Going from one end to all the way to the other end, it was a long ass pool too. He did not come up not one time for a breath of air. Came out the water, he jumped back out at the end of the end like nothing even happened. Like he just breathing normally. Like was not gasping for air. Like I'm pretty sure bro was under there for over a minute, bro. Or like if not, it was crazy. But I'm gonna try to find that video for y'all. But yeah, Merab is like stylistically this is a horrible matchup for Sean. Sean he's just one dimensional. He's just a striker. Like he's just trying to get you out of there by knocking you out. Simple. But Merab, he's relentless, cardio, and he's a grappler. All those things are very, very bad for Sean. If he gets Sean, like obviously, if Sean gets him, like luckily he clips him or whatever, but we've seen Merab, he got clipped in that Marlon Moraes fight, and he recovered, and like people thought he was out of there, but he recovered, and then he beat the shit out of him the next round and won the fight.